Procrastination. Maitri, overcoming procrastination. Please pin the timer so that you're aware of the.
Okay, am I audible? Is the speech loud and clear? Okay, I have pinned timer. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guest. As our Toastmaster of the day rightly said, as a club officer, I have been approaching club members to deliver speeches, while very ironically failing to deliver my own. I very naively assumed that delivering one speech a month would be a very easy task, not a big deal for me. So after my last speech, which was in February 2020, I confidently put my name for a prepared speech again, 4 weeks later in March 2020. What do you think happened? Did I deliver my speech? I didn't. I procrastinated. Procrastinating is not the same as being lazy. Laid-back people simply don't do anything and are just fine with it. Procrastinators, on the other hand, have the desire to actually do something, but can't force themselves to start. I did want to give my speech. According to Piers Steel, author of The Procrastination Equation, about 95% of people admit to putting off work, which means very likely you all have been guilty of it at some point of time. Much has been said and written about this topic. So, how can you overcome procrastination then? It appears that, like most solutions, there are 3 broad steps of accepting, understanding, and then finally overcoming using strategies that work for you. Let's look at step 1, which is accepting that you have a problem and forgiving yourself for it. I had been in denial for the longest. I knew procrastination is a problem when June came and I still hadn't delivered my speech. I felt guilty and I had been beating myself about it. I came up with excuses. Office work is a priority to speak. I will get to the speech next week. Oh, club duties are important too. I'm already doing a lot. I have to find a perfect topic for a flawless speech. All very good, convincing reasons. The mind can be very mischievous and come up with very plausible justifications. I kept postponing my speech every week. Eventually, I didn't bother to update a tracker anymore. Psychological Bulletin found that a whopping 80 to 95% of college students procrastinated on a regular basis, particularly when it came to completing assignments and coursework. So it affects one and all. But once I stopped being in denial and accepted that I had a procrastinating problem, I was ready for the next step. Step number 2, which is understanding the reasons. Finding out why you were procrastinating in the first place. Once I stopped beating myself about this, I consciously tried to be my own coach instead of a critic. I researched, dug a little deeper, and I was amazed at the reasons that my research yielded. Many of them resonated with me. For the most part, our reasons for delaying and avoiding are deeply rooted in fear and anxiety about doing poorly, not meeting expectation, waiting for inspiration, wanting to deliver a perfect speech. Sometimes easily distracted, creatively blocked because you're overwhelmed by the complexity. You start dreading the task, underestimating time required. These are all faulty beliefs. Psychologist Susan Whitbourne, a contributor of Psychology Today and author of The Search After we accept and understand why we put off doing things, we come to step number 3, which is adopting anti-procrastination strategies. Set realistic expectation. If your main reason for procrastination is setting unrealistic expectations, like in my case of delivering a perfect speech, it's time to readjust expectations. I decided to tackle my lack of confidence head on and as an opportunity to practice my craft and aiming for production instead of perfection. You could promise yourself a reward. In my case, getting 10 DCP points for our club for our current tenure proved to be a very effective motivation. You can ask someone to check up on you. Peer pressure works. This is the principle behind self-help groups. If you don't have anyone to ask, an online tool such as Procrastinator can help you self-monitor. There are a number of tools available to choose from, like Toggle, Off Time. Use them to your advantage. Commit to the task. Commitment eliminates issues faced with willpower. I think this has been the most effective for me. It was last Friday and I had 5 days at hand. So I dropped a message to my mentor, shared with him my procrastination issues, and made a commitment to myself. And then it was up to me to honor that commitment. It is easier than relying solely on willpower to keep going. See the challenge as an opportunity. So I decided to use procrastination as my subject of research for this project. And today I get to deliver my speech, earn a point for my club, and have hopefully to an extent learned how to overcome such challenges in the future. So to reiterate, you have to accept that you have a problem, understand the reasons why, and then go on to tackle it. Procrastination is a habit, a deeply ingrained pattern of behavior. This means that you probably can't break it overnight. Habits only stop being habits when you avoid practicing them. So try as many strategies as possible to give yourself a good chance of succeeding. And then choose the ones that worked for you. That's my propitious attempt for the day. Thank you very much for hearing me out. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Maitri. I hope our evaluators' comments are also propitious to you. We have all procrastinated a lot in life, and I have always felt Chai. If you see his WhatsApp status, there is a Chai every now and then. He loves photography.
Things which they could have done immediately, but didn't take time to do it on time. But with her speech, probably we got some insights on how we can improve. She gave three things to accept or admit, understand the reason, and how to tackle it. So 3 things will always be remembered by people, as well as 3 things are always good in speech. You should have an opening, a body with 3 points, then a conclusion, right on that point. The only bad thing which happened was that we couldn't hear you for about 20 seconds in between. That is the only flaw I found. Otherwise, there was no flaw as such. Your voice, tone, posture, demeanor was all fine. Since we are in a rectangular screen, we couldn't do much body language, but that's fine. With this piece, didn't require that much. You gave typical points about how to do all the points of accepting, understanding, and tackling it through your own experience, which worked a lot. So now, since you have done a lot of research on how to become a non-procrastinator and do a lot of speeches, I'm expecting now you'll get more time, since you're not a VP Education anymore, to give more speeches. I wish you all the best. And 1 speech a month is doable. I have done it, so it's doable. So you can continue with the mission in your mind. Now, since you have overcome the procrastination point, I think it's easy for you. And since this speech was quite inspirational and like persuasive to all the others, I think everybody else will follow the same. With that, back to you, Toastmaster General Evaluator, Toastmaster Narayanan.
Thank you, Abhinav, for that clinical evaluation. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear Maitri's speech. I was fighting with the network, so I will definitely review a speech if it is recorded. Thank you very much. Let me now get on to the next session which happened, the Table Topics Master, the God from Gorakhpur, Mr. Brijesh, it's lovely. It's lovely to see you back in action after a bit of a hiatus. Very interesting, and I would like to congratulate all the speakers for doing a fantastic job at table topics. Brijesh is someone who always likes to have a very lively session, and true to his USP, he has done it flawlessly. Congratulations, Brijesh, for a wonderful job. I would love to now see you more in action in the days to come. And I'll also like to place an appreciation to all the table topic speakers who did a fabulous job.